Okay, hello. Welcome to my sewing room, sewing corner. Hello to Jax and to Jalen and to Preston and to Athena, hi teeny weeny, and to Maxwell and to Abigail and to Charlotte. I love you all very much. And let's get sewing. So I think you found what? What did you find, child? So I think we're going to go back to our purse because we really need to get this finished. It has been so long. Oh, thank you. And it has butterflies. And it's just covering up my jammies because today's a cozy day. And I am not planning on getting dressed. Who's very confused? You found what? I'm so confused now. Athena, I'm with you. Your daddy is confusing. You can't possibly be confused by me. Okay. Well, let's find our pattern. So last time we last time we did the outer pocket, the smaller outer pocket. I was considering doing the larger inner pocket off camera, and then that way whenever we came back together we could just start sewing stuff together rather than basically watching me do something I already did, just bigger. But that hasn't happened yet. The other thing I could do is just skip the outer pocket and just do one small one. That's the little pocket we made last time. And that'll go just like this on the outside of the purse. Just like that. So we do have cut out the back. That would be a second pocket behind the first one right here. We just need to do what we did before. Actually, I think it's this one. Oh no, it's 13. Okay, what's this? You know, I have the best of intentions with my numbering system. Oh, thank you, sis. I'm sorry, I'm going to get yelled at by Charlotte. Thank you, Athena. Oh, this is 13 also. Um, I like the butterflies too. Have you considered 3 pockets? Oh, you know, I could, let's see. What about that? Look at that. Because this one is a little bit bigger. See, we could do that. Abigail, what shows do you want to watch? Let's see. Do we sing a song? Do we want to watch Baby Shark doo 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 Baby Shark doo 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 doo? Is that what you want to watch? I can actually hear her over there going, "No!" Because I'm sure even if she wants to watch Baby Shark, she doesn't want to watch Grammy do Baby Shark. So there's that. But what does she want to watch? Okay, let's put this over here because that's finished. Il est complet. Complet. Il est complet. French. It is finished. I don't know. That's not completely right. I have not been in French class in 30 years, so forgive a girl. Yep, see? She doesn't like it. I knew it. Where's her game? Let her watch her show on her game. Abby, Grammy's purse is definitely way more fun than TV show. Okay, number 4. Okay. So this is where things get a little bit weird because It doesn't actually give instructions for making the bigger pocket, because essentially you just do the exact same thing as you did for the smaller pocket. So maybe what we'll do is, okay, on the outside, pin contrast side of pocket to front and back. So we've got to put we got to do the pockets. Abby, who is this? Who do you see on there? My overlay? What's my overlay? Overlay? Is that what you meant it to say? Is overlay? What's wrong with it? Oh, because it's over to the side that way? Is that what you're thinking about? Charlie said Piglet. That's right, Charlie. What else? Who else do you see? Who else? Piglet. And who's this? Okay, Abby, who's this? You tell Grammy who's this. He is thinking about it. Okay, well, so I guess if we've got to do this pocket before we can move on to the next step, we should probably do that, shouldn't we? Because then, other than that, the next step is going to be the okay. Strap. Can't think of the word. Number 6 is the based batting to wrong side of a handle. There you go. They're calling it a handle. I'm calling it a strap. I don't think it really matters. It's the same thing. Do you see what I did when I was cutting it? Because this is not a professional situation, as we talk about every time. I got a hole in it. Okay. So that's not going to matter in the end, though, because we're going to put batting in it, and we're going to fold it and sew it, and you're not even going to notice. So it's not even going to matter in the long run. And I think, okay, so the way they say to do it is like this. So like this, fold it in like this, and then fold it in half. Is there one or two? Two. So is there a second one? I think this one needs to be cut in half, is what I think, so that we can have two handles. I have been trying to use this. I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's a gift from my co-in-laws, my in-laws in-law. I don't know what to call them. Ashley's parents gave it to me. And it's supposed to be like an electric cutter. But, oh, there we go. Maybe I'm getting it. Hang on, let's see. Hold on. You can't even see what I'm doing. Let's see. All right, this is where everybody is screaming at the TV, "Mom, be careful, you're gonna cut yourself." And everybody would not be wrong. Okay, this is kind of cool. That is one of GrammyGoose's superpowers, is cutting herself, so careful is definitely the word of the day. It's also not even, probably because it's up, not flat, which isn't ideal. But again, my cutting table is over here and full of stuff, and it would take a lot of maneuvering to get the camera to where you could see over there. So, whoa, I found that cut. Okay, yeah, this is going pretty good. It would go much better if I was fully flat, but it's just going to be a little uneven, which is fine because what do we say? We are not professionals. Can't even tell which direction the camera goes. And also, we're going to be folding it over, so you won't even be able to tell. Is Abby still upset? Grammy loves you, Abby. I'm so sorry I'm taking over your TV time. Okay, did it. Hey, I got it from your in-laws. And look, I still have all my fingers and there is no blood. Okay, and we now have two. So now what we do is plug in the iron, which Preston still has a scar from my ignorance of not unplugging the iron and not taking precautions to be sure the iron was turned off and unplugged so that it was safe for everybody around. So please do not learn by making the mistake I made. Every time you're done using your iron, even if you're not fully done with the project for the day, every time you're done using the iron, unplug it, because in that fast, it can go from everybody's safe and happy to now a 6-year-old has a scar for life, literally. So keep that in mind, please. Learn from my mistakes. Okay. Abby said, don't cut yourself. Yeah, man, I cried. He was here for the day while his dad was at work. And I was laying in bed. I mean, I was right here. And he was sitting in my chair and doing what all the kids love to do. They come over here and they just go, because isn't that so much fun? They love spinning in the chair. And the little girls can sit 2 or 3 in here. And he was just spinning in the chair. He wasn't messing with anything. He wasn't touching anything he wasn't supposed to. But the cord of the iron caught on the chair while he was spinning. And it pulled it off. And it hit his arm. And I heard it, but I wasn't looking at him. So I was like, what was that? What happened? He said, I'm fine. And he was on the floor. And then immediately I got up to see what happened. And he started crying. He was just, ah. And I mean, he's got a big scar right here from that. So I hate learning things the hard way, especially when it harms people I care about, that I love very deeply. I mean, all of us have things that we've done and probably will continue to do that are bad choices or just not thinking. I mean, I never would have done something like that on purpose. It would never have been a, oh, Preston, be careful, the iron's hot. It would have been as soon as I was walking away from the desk, I turn it off, unplugging it to be sure that it's turned off. Like, I'm not going to take any chances like that. But that one day, I just did not pay attention. And poor Preston has the literal scars from it. Does this belong to Ashley or the girls? I cannot get it untwisted. It's broken, I think. Well, maybe it's not broken. No, it's not broken. It's just very twisted. It was on the floor over here. I don't know whose it is. So anyway. Okay, now the iron is hot. Okay. The computer has been acting weird. It keeps dying out of nowhere, and then it won't charge anymore. Papa's messed with it a couple of times, and it is working right now. So I'm being extra careful to not bump the cord and stuff like that. Yeah, it totally, like, it totally wanders. And especially, like, when you're not thinking about what could happen, like, you know what I mean? Because it hasn't. So you're not considering what could happen. Hi, Charlie. Rami, love you. Charlie, my very favorite thing that Charlie does is she loves to sing Jesus songs. She loves to make up any songs at all, but she very much loves to sing Jesus songs, and it makes me very happy. Miss Lauren, Charlie's favorite teacher at church, sent me a picture this morning of baby Charlie, and we were talking about how kissable her cheeks were. She just had the chunkiest, most kissable cheeks when she was a baby. Not that I don't still kiss her cheeks to this day, but it's a Grammy's prerogative to kiss the cheeks forever. We were also talking about how Charlie's sassiness reminds me of Emma. Emma can definitely be sassy. Okay. There we go. Needle under there. You know, one of these days, I need to take some time and clean, like, everything, but this all up. And I need to clean Grandpa's room and dust it. It's really bad. And I need to do the kids' room because there are toys all over. No idea why. Maybe somebody was playing in the room. I think it was Mr. Lee. I think Mr. Lee was playing in the room. Okay. So I got the sides pressed down. Now I'm going to do the ends. Fold that over, and fold it over again. Press it. Make sure it's even. Oh. There we go. And then turn it. Son, did you catch up on the besties group? Because we were definitely not making fun of you in there. Oh, I think you did. You said you weren't paying attention to it, right? That was before I said I get custody. Okay. Whoop. Nope, that didn't work. Guess I could show you what I'm doing instead of my glorious this. So, got the ends pressed down now. It's a little bit uneven. Nothing was decided. I mean, I'm sure at some point your boy will return home. Okay. Oh, so I went on a little bit of an ordering spree from Temu. And one of the things I ordered was a pack of guitar picks, because there are several people that hang out around here that play the guitar, and they're always looking for picks. And so I had ordered a pack of guitar picks, but instead of guitar picks, Temu decided to send me a tiny, teeny, tiny little hand sander. Like, I mean, it's like this big. And it was sitting on my table out there, and somebody decided to use it on the table. I'm sure it was a small hand of some persuasion. No, I do not have my credit card privileges back. And I am still very much grounded from spending. Very much grounded. Which is fine. I'm totally, absolutely fine with asking Papa for every penny I spend, because if I can't be trusted, I can't be trusted. And our financial situation is such that I need to be responsible. And if I'm not going to choose to be responsible, then he's going to help me, because that's what he does for me. There is no church tomorrow. That's right, Charlie, because Pastor Michael wants us to stay safe with all the ice. He doesn't want us to try to drive on the ice. Okay. So that's one side done and pressed. Now I'll do the other side. You can see my teddy bear pants. Told you I was wearing pajamas. I told you, I told you. All right, let's try going this way, because that kind of worked better that time. Sorry for my sniffles. I don't know if it's the cold or if it's my Marcel, but something has me very sniffly today. I love this Winnie the Pooh fabric. It's one of the ones I got from Marietta after she passed away, when Hannah had me come go through things. This is one of the fabrics. Well, these couple fabrics, the Winnie the Pooh fabrics, is one of the kinds, one of the patterns, or not patterns, what's the word? I guess patterns is a right word. Anyway, that I got from her stash. And I've been wanting to use it for something, but you know, there's not quite enough of it to make clothes with. And so figuring out something to make with it has made me very happy. Brings a little smile to my face to make me think of my friend, while using her fabric that she chose for something. I wish I knew what. Some of the fabric I got, she had actually labeled. There was one fabric that I used to make the girls some sundresses almost 2 years ago now, that she actually had bought to make her daughter a sundress. And so I thought it was fitting to, I still used it for what she had originally planned it for, just for different people. And I sent a picture of what I'd made to Lydia, who is who she was going to make the sundress for, and said, what do you think of this? Is this okay? And she said she loved it and she thought her mom would be happy. So that made me happy as well, because I definitely don't want to do anything that's going to hurt the feelings of the people I love by any means. So, or anybody, whether I love them or not, I don't. Hurting people's feelings is not one of the things that I ever attempt to do. Sometimes it happens unintentionally. Sometimes you're a 5-year-old boy and just choose for your feelings to be hurt very easily. Not speaking on anybody in particular, obviously. Cinder, how are you feeling? Feeling better? Question mark. Did you guys get some wood brought in? Oh, Charlie is sad there. I've read that 14 times now, and I just now read it correctly. Charlie is sad there is no church tomorrow. My gosh. Learn how to read, GrammyGoose. That's going to end up being one of our videos, I think, is GrammyGoose learns how to read. All right, let's see. There we go. Okay, now that one is done. So, just put the iron away, which means we unplug. Okay. So, it says base batting to wrong side of handle, leaving rod. So it wants me to put batting inside the handle. Inside the handle. Okay, so that means I need to go get some from the closet. So let me pause my recording. Back to recording. Okay, so I've got the batting. A lot of batting. Now we just have to cut it to the appropriate sizes. Got my chalk, which I am very much enjoying. I'm going to get more of this for sure. For I did that wrong. I'm going to get more chalk for sure for my sewing because it definitely works better for that's almost perfect. It's just a little bit short. Okay, and then wide. For marking fabric, and it comes off way more easily than the pen that I usually use. And it marks pretty much on everything. I've got a white one that I would use if I was marking on this blue fabric, and then I've got the blue one that I'm using to mark on this white batting. Okay. Not today. He's not. Not today. Can't say that that's going to be the facts every day, but for today. My son is in the chat teasing about my dad, who, with his dementia, sometimes is about the same mental age as my grandchildren, through no fault of his own. And dressing is definitely one of the things we're starting to stumble around with a little bit. So, it is what it is. So this goes on the inside, and I need to cut a little bit more to make it long enough. It's going to be too wide. But his birthday is next week. He's going to be 77 years old. Or years young, depending upon how you want to look at it. Oh. All right. I keep, okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to tuck this in here, so that way when I sew it, you don't see it at the seam. My, what is this called? My brain just broke. Serger, my serger needs to be threaded, and I tried to do it one day, and it just did not work at all. So I need to probably watch a video on it, because looking at the book apparently isn't doing it for my brain. So I need to watch a video on how to do it or something, so that I can get it properly threaded again, so that I can use it. And I don't think I could use it for this type of a thing anyway, but with the serger, I could go over the edging to where the batting doesn't show anyway. But just with the sewing machine, it's just going to be folded in half, so I just want to make sure that it's properly covered up. So, son, yeah, I don't have any big plans. Aaron asked if I was going to do his dinner, and I'm not, because I don't have the energy for that right now. And I've decided that for this once, I'm going to actually take care of myself, which I don't normally do, but I'm going to. And I'm going to not make his dinner, because he's not going to know the difference anyway. And so, yeah. If you guys want to come over, you're always more than welcome. But Aaron was talking about maybe them coming over, and Athena knows me too well. Oh, yeah, I saw that Arugula had started streaming. I felt a little bad because he started streaming and then I started after him, but I had already said I was going to, so I felt like I should follow through. Athena, thank you for being concerned about GrammyGoose, baby. I promise to be careful to not hurt myself. I say with a literal pin inside my mouth while I talk. This is Cinder, did you tell Uru that I'm streaming too? Pen in. Okay. Going down the line here, and I'm folding it in half. In my mouth because I'm using my mouth to hold it while I fold over the fabric to pin it down. But do you think that's a very safe thing, my sweet Athena? If you're over here and you're looking at Grammy's pens, should you put them in your mouth? What do you think? Oh, okay. Sounds good. Could you imagine Arugula doing a sewing stream? It would be about like me doing a Spyro stream. It would work about as good. Yes, Abby? You think it's a good idea to put Grammy's pins in your mouth, you silly girl? Oh, my silly girls. Yeah, I'm definitely also, Charlie, Grammy is sad that we don't have church tomorrow because I'm going to miss seeing you guys and getting my loves, getting my hugums. I got a hug from Max last night, but yeah, yes. Please tell Arugula that he needs to do a sewing stream, and I will do a Spyro speed run, and we'll see we'll see how the two of us do, because we are both. I mean, he's definitely way better at what he does than I am, but we're both definitely better at what we individually do than what the other person does. That's for sure. Okay. All right. I'm at the last one. You know what I need is, so that I'm not doing this, is they make magnetic wrist straps. And they also make them that are like pin cushions, but they also make them magnetic so you can like stick your pins right there. So they're easy to pull out and easy to grab and put back in as you need them. That would be, ouch, nice to have. No blood, just a little poke. We're okay. All right. So now we did that. Not that it's staying right here. Let's see. That's because it's a little bit fatter right there. That's why it's not staying closed very well. All right. Okay, so now it is TTS, time to sew. So this is pretty thick. So I think on my machine, I'm gonna start on this side. I shut my dog out of the room, by the way, if anybody's wondering why Nyx hasn't made an appearance yet. Because I closed them out. She has been obsessively running outside. She is loving the temperature. She's been running out all morning. She'll come in for a minute and then she's running right back out the door. And of course, she did catch a little guy. So it's possible that it wasn't the cold weather, but the little guy that was drawing her. Oh, I didn't get the door closed all the way. She heard me. Did you hear me talking about you? Apparently, I didn't get the door closed all the way. Go do that. Going to okay. I've got Grandpa brain almost every day. Does she have clothes for him for another night? Yeah, I tell Grandpa all the time that he's contagious. My brain just can't take it. Would you like to see what I'm doing? I am a professional at nothing. All right. Pop quiz. Any ideas where I got this from? It was made for me a long time ago. It'll make Athena happy. She doesn't have to get dressed. I'm gonna have to iron this down again when I'm done because you can see right here there's like a little bump because I didn't get the batting cut down quite enough. So well, actually I might not have to iron it because I'm going to sew 3 times across. So this one, then another one. So maybe that'll fix that problem. Okay. Zero equals 1. Okay. Fair enough. Zero of what equals 1 of what? What are we referring to, Sissy Ken? So, funny story. Last night, when I ran over to Steph's with the plunger, when I was saying goodbye to the boys, I told Max to give me a big hug. And he stood up, and instead of giving, he was on the couch, and he stood up, and instead of giving me a big hug, he stood up and went, ah, like pretending to give a really big burp in my face. Stephanie's comment to that was, that looked just like Ezekiel. So I'd like to know, how often are you going, ah, in Stephanie's face? And also, please stop. I told her there is 0 bacon in her mac and cheese. She said that means there is 1 bacon in her mac and cheese. Is she wanting bacon in her mac and cheese, or is she wanting not to have bacon in her mac and cheese? What is she looking for? Because that might give us an idea. So, I don't know when you have done that, but apparently he looked just like you when he did it. So, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you should not do that anymore. Please stop. Oh my goodness. So, Jack has a son that looks just like you, apparently. Well, like a Hammond baby, but you specifically for some reason is what Auntie Di said. And your son pretending to burp in people's faces looks just like you too. I guess you do. I guess you just have one of those faces. One of those belch in your face type of faces. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Um, so, as a note, both your Uncle Josiah and your Aunt Elizabeth both have journals that they have written. I mean, they're journals, but they put them together and stuff. So it's not like a book. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a book, but it's, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like it's a journal, but available on Amazon. Um, and Liz's is for encouraging warrior mamas, people that are dealing with, not people, moms that are dealing with being caregivers of their kids with special needs, illnesses, whatever, and then also being a wife and a mom and like just getting through all the things. Um, yeah, and according to your boss, I look younger than you do. Or, yeah, I think he's the one that's still there. Anyway, um, so I need to get links for those so that if you guys want to check them out. Josiah's is for his Mentors of Mind thing. I don't remember. Um, I also don't remember like what it's called to be able to pull it up, but do you spell sample? S-A-M-P-L-E. Brain can't do two things at once. Okay, so we finished the one strip down the outside, so now it's gonna stay held together. And now we do two more, one there and one there. MCR? What's MCR? I don't know what MCR is. All right, let's put this in here. We're gonna do our strip down the middle. It's kind of a little bit to the right of center, but Papa just finished an install at what's it called? The hotel, Marriott Residence Inn yesterday in Georgetown. Oh, My Chemical Romance. Gotcha. Oh, okay. I understand. You just wait until you have 4 teenagers at one time within a year, because you'll have 13, 13, and then, well, I guess the next year you'll have 14, 14, 13, 13, and that's going to be fun for you. She is going to go, what? Oh, I'm doing it again. Professional, professional. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I think, but you know what though, personally speaking, and I mean, I know that my kids are uncommonly amazing people, but the teenage years were my favorite. I really feel like I'm sure you were a perfect angel. I really feel like my teenagers, the teenagers of my kids were kind of my, there were definitely some moments like Ethan and I kind of butted heads sometimes with his anger, and um, Ezekiel definitely went through some stuff. And definitely, I mean, all of them had their moments. It just, overall, to me, it was easier because it was more like, first of all, it was more like having friends than kids. And secondly, it was easier to kind of just talk to them versus dealing with just children, you know? But everybody is different. And I'm telling you, my general rule of thumb. Can you hear me over the sewing machine when I talk while the sewing machine is going? I know, I'm telling you, I just, you guys have always, like, since you were teenagers, have been more friends than kids in a lot of ways. I still have to parent you. I mean, not as much now, but I still had to parent you. But um yeah, exactly. Yeah, when they're 15, 16. Well, see, and my kids have always been more mature than their age might suggest. Um and so for us, when they hit 13, 14, they were always pretty easy to talk to. And I have always been very, very open just as a person. Like, if they had anything that was going on, I was going to be very honest with them and tell them, like, this is going to hurt, or you're not going to like this, or you're going to be sad for a little while, but you'll be okay. Like those kinds of things. I've never been a mom to sugarcoat things or to pretend that something's going to be easy when it's not, because that doesn't help anybody, you know? And I think that kind of helped. I think that kind of helped our relationship in the long run, because they knew they could trust me. Not just they knew that they could trust what I said, but that they knew if I told them, if you do A, then B is going to be a consequence, they knew they could trust that that would be the consequence, and that I was going to follow through on that consequence, because the kids need that as much as they need hugs and kisses, you know? Ah, parenting is never easy. Never, never ever. I mean, I believe in recent years you've seen me melt down where in the past you would not normally have seen it. You would have just maybe thought that you might have hurt my feelings. Okay, so on the first one, on the first row, I did a back stitch at the ends to make sure that it stays kind of tighter. But I didn't bother doing that in the middle, and I won't do that on the other end because since it's back stitched in the one spot, I don't think I need to. Just to be clear, there is nothing easy about parenting, and I don't believe him that I made it look easy. Just saying. Oh my goodness, you are... Your car's covered in ice. I did not think I was going to be able to open my driver door. Uh-oh. Yeah, so she's got two TVs and a what was the other thing? Oh, she can't get her Shark vacuum to connect. So I told her that either you or Papa could probably help with those things. I didn't say today, just to be clear. One thing that my mom taught me when I was very, very young is it's all about how you hold your tongue. So if you want to sew really well, just make sure you hold your mouth right. Because otherwise, everything is going to go terribly wrong. Is apparently garlic is a kind of bread, not a veggie. Is that another Charlieism? You, okay, son, you might be getting better at holding your tongue, but I'm not going to say you're pretty good at holding your tongue. One of the things we said the most often when you were a kid is you did not have to say that. So we're going to zoomy down this line. Our third row of stitching. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Pay attention, woman. What happened here? Let me show you what's going on. It stopped. The bobbin is disconnected. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to figure out why it broke. Pull up a new. This bobbin is so messy. That's why it broke. It's because it's messy. Look at that. Can't see it. Look at how messy that is. That's one thing my sewing machine has been doing a lot lately is it makes the messiest bobbins, and I don't know what to do any differently. I've played with the tension. I've got it threaded correctly. I just don't know what's going on with bobbin. Okay, that is redone. Okay. So now, I'm going to come back here where we left off. Make sure it's in the right spot. All right. It's a Charlieism. Yeah, now. What did you do, Sissy? Abby? What did you do? I get yelled at. I get yelled at so bad by Charlie if I call Athena or Abby Sissy, even though they both are Sissy. Charlie is the only Sissy. See, it did it again. Shoot. All right. Keeps breaking because it's getting caught. Because it's so messy. I don't know. All of this thread would be wasted if I took it out, because I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to use it after taking it off a bobbin, but I don't know how. So I just got to do my best to get through. You know? You played the game carefully. That's funny. It Twitch start out the word sissy. Apparently it's a bad word. What game, Abby? What game did you play right? Which game? Okay. Let's get her done now. See if we can get through the end of this strap. I'm so slow. It's been an hour and I've literally not even made an entire strap. Athena is a good hider. That is correct. You are correct. I would suggest checking every closet and under every blanket and maybe every closet under every blanket in said closet. And that is probably where you will find her. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Please, can we get to the end of this one? Please, 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 without breaking. pot. Nope, it broke again. All right. Well, we literally have that much. Oh, it's like super tight in there. Oh, cool. See, I've got other bobbins, and I could just thread another bobbin, but then I've got like, well, several of them that already have that color that are like that. So it's just like, it's such a mess. I think I'm just gonna have to waste that yarn because, or that thread, because it keeps, now it won't even pull out. I don't want to break my machine. So I guess that means it is time to do a new bobbin, so this is the bobbin thread. There it is. This is the bobbin thread. This is the top thread. They look fairly similar, but you can kind of see a little bit of a difference. This one I think is a little bit thicker. This one is thinner. If you look at the actual thread itself, it's like, I don't know if you can tell the difference on this, but anyways, so yeah, bobbin. How you do this depends on your machine, but this is the way my machine works, is put it up here and put it through this part and then around this way and over here, and then you put this up through here. My old lady eyes, it's getting harder and harder to see that. Okay. And then you step on the pelt and off you go. And I kind of move the thread up and down a little because it doesn't move all the way up. It just kind of goes part way. Okay, well, that definitely looks a little bit better than the other one did, so we'll go with that. And then you cut this top thread off here. There we go. And now we've got a new bobbin. So let me put this down here. Can't even see that down there. Cover on it. Get the thread. Switch it back to the top thread. I told you she'd be under a blanket or in the closet. Do I know my girl or do I know my girl? All right, let's see. So now we got to rethread the machine. Down there. And then everybody's hardest part, threading the needle. I don't know if it's like kosher to lick the thread, but that's what my mom taught me to do to make it easier to put through the eye of the needle. Because it'll hold all the strands of the thread together that way, and it holds all the strands of the thread together that way, and it was the other thing I was going to say. And then it slips in easier. It like stands up straight because of the moisture. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nap time. DaVinci Resolve. I don't know what that is. Is that an editing program? My way of editing is I just do my recording and then I just post the whole recording. That's why I keep pausing the recording when I step away or whatever, because I don't want to go back and edit. I don't know how to edit, and I'm not very good at doing things confidently as I learn. I tend to get frustrated and angry and quit. I rage quit over learning new things, which isn't good. I shouldn't be that way. Should definitely not be that way, but okay. We now have 3 rows of sewing on one strap. And the strap will go like this. And then the pockets will go right there with the big one behind it. Wow, it's only 2:30 and it looks like dusk outside. Okay, so there's the big pocket, there's the little pocket. So that's how it will sit. Can you see that? That's how it will look once we get it all put together. It's gonna be cute. Whose birthday's next? Athena's? I think Athena's is the next birthday. No, yes. Yeah, because Jax just had his. Athena, then Max. Then Abby, then Charlie. Okay, so that's one strap. What else do we have to do? Outside pin handle to front and back. Okay, so we really need to do the I think we should just do the other pocket. I think is what I should do next, because I need to be able to sew the pockets on before I can do anything else. So I think that's going to be the next step, is we're going to do the pocket. So right now, I'm just cutting the, I love that sound of the scissors on the table cutting through the batting. It just sounds really like, I don't know, satisfying for some reason. All right. Oh no. Sorry, you can't send me messages. Can you hear me still? Are you still able to hear me? Maybe that's Twitch's way of saying I've been yibber yabbering for too long. So, no, wait. What are you doing, woman? What are you doing? I think, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Think it through, slow down, calm down. You got this. Make sure they're going the same direction. Nobody wants their poos going in two different directions. Okay, am I right or am I right? Pretty sure I'm right. Okay. Let's do our, oh, well, sorry that the app is screwed up on your phone. Thankful that you can still interact with me on Signal. Love me some Signal. Okay. Now, if anybody remembers from our last time together, you leave the needle down inside there, lift up the foot and turn. It's moving on me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like it. That. Matter. Hey, you have something to say? You have something to say? Want to tell everybody you caught a mouse? You caught a mouse and you were throwing the mouse. You were going, woo, and catching it. You're going to tell the girls that you took one of the Beanie Boo's elephants out into the yard? You're going to tell on yourself that far? Huh? You want to do 2 nights at Grammy's house? Abby, Grammy would love for you to do 2 nights at Grammy's house. Grammy loves having you guys here. Time for the flop. Apparently she's been sitting for too long. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Nixie appearance. She has to come say hi. She was laying on top of the padding over here on the floor. And then I guess she decided that she needed more attention than she was getting over there. Because she came over here. So again, like we did with the other one, we're cutting down the sides, and then I'm cutting across the corner to make it sit flatter when we turn it right side out. Now we flip it. Now we flip. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. Got to do the tongue thing. It's just calling attention to the fact that I know I do weird things while I'm thinking or focusing or whatever this is that I'm doing. All right, now I need to plug in my iron again. Because I'm going to need to iron this flat. And then we'll sew the top here closed. There we go. There's just a little piece that's not sewn. So we need to fold that in. Fold that under. Pin it. One banana, two bananas. All right. Now let me plug in my iron. So that we can finish that up. And then I've got to do the edging, which you know the game. It's search through the pile to figure out which one is supposed to go around what. Look at the large pocket binding. Yep, this is it. All right, large pocket binding. Easy one. So once the iron is hot, I'm going to iron this, press this down, the pocket. I'm going to press the pocket flat, and then sew the piece closed. I'm trying to remember if we did it. I could look at the instructions, but I don't think it matters. I don't really like how this looks, but I don't know how to finish it so it doesn't look like that. So that's the best that this non-professional can do. So we'll see how this one turns out. Okay. Ironing away the day. I'm feeling like quoting Winnie the Pooh because, for obvious reasons. So I look out my window. The first thing I want to say is, tut tut, it looks like rain. Does anybody else have Winnie the Pooh memorized? No, just me? Okay, cool. Okay. It's done. What was that? Highway is currently closed on northbound I-35 between New Braunfels due to a crash. Oh, goodness. I mean, we know there's people that don't know how to drive in this weather, but are still going to get out in it like they know what they're doing. It's craziness. Stay home, people. Tuck in, get cozy, watch me on Twitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Or arugula. If you're not going to watch me, watch arugula. I need to remember how to raid, because every time I finish one of my streams, I want to raid into somebody. But I can't find it, and I don't remember how, so haven't done it. But it's fun. Not that I know of any other sewing streams to raid into. It would be like going into arugulas or going to shoot Lewis's. I don't know. L3WG. There we go. That's his. Oh, okay. All right, that'll help. Okay. So now we're doing the same thing with this that we did with the handle. And we're going to turn down the sides. Press them. And that 14 is now gone. I've got a pen that is for fabric that the numbers are supposed to disappear with heat. But I don't know if I used the wrong pen on the other purse that I made or what I did, but the numbers weren't disappearing, so I was really stressed about that with this one. But the number just disappeared on that one, so I guess we're okay. Let's see about this one. Yep, there it's gone now. Oh, okay. Is that like a moderator thing? I probably should know more about what I'm doing over here, but I prefer to be second level tech support and just call on the people I love to help me out with those things, because the technical side of all of this does not interest me at all. Talking to you guys and kind of trying to teach while I learn, that kind of thing, that interests me, but not the technical side of it all. Suppose if I had to, I probably could learn, but you know what they say about old dogs and new tricks. Okay. So, all right, now the end. Pull down and press without burning myself. You know, the next stream I do, once I finish this purse, I should play a game, because I really think that the boys, at least, would definitely enjoy watching me do that. And so that might be a good idea. Yeah, I mean, it's not intuitive, right? It seems like in order to raid, it should just have a button that says raid, and then you just click it and go, okay, bye. I see no such button. So either I just don't see it or there isn't one, which either thing is possible. I just don't know I just don't know. All right, so we've got, how am I going to do this? Which way is? Got to put the pins in the right way or else you're trying to pull them out from behind the machine instead of in front of the machine, and that's just not fun for anybody. So just unplugged that, and now I'm putting it back behind here. Dinosaurs? You can't wait to see dinosaurs? Are you talking about raiding into Arugula's stream? Is that what you mean by you can't wait to see dinosaurs? Or did I miss something? I'm probably missing something. I usually am. Okay. Is that? Oh, is that what you're talking about in Signal? Turn the corner, fold the edges, pin. Down, turn the corner, fold the edges, and pin. You said I should play the game with you? On stream? Okay, turn the corner, fold the edges, and pin. And then we've got one more down here. I am shaking. I'm starting to get tired, kids. Might be getting close to having to call it. I really want to finish this bag, though. Through and up and through. Okay. And then we've got a little bit of leftovers here. That's a common problem, right? Ooh. Okay, so I don't have a pin in my mouth, girls. Grammy did not do that again. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. I think I cut it a little too short. Oh no, I did okay. It's okay. It's okay. Go. Well, no. All right, I think I'm just gonna have to do this side the same as I did the other one, and it doesn't look quite right, but I don't know how to make this last corner a corner like these. I don't know how to do that. Oh gosh, Minecraft is not my Minecraft is not my friend. Come on. Go, go, go. Come on. Okay, put this down. Lift it up, turn, reverse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, go forward. Please go forward. Please go forward. There we go. Turn. We are close to you. Gotta go let the dog out of the room. Okay, so now I have this bag pinned together. Just the one strap, because I haven't finished the other strap. The one strap is pinned on. And virgin small dot stitching line, stitch handle close to side edges and across handle. Along stitching lines. Okay. We are so close to done, everybody. So close to done. So close to done. All right, let's do what are we going to do first? I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sew these two together, because I need them. I don't know if the instructions don't necessarily say to do that, but for me, I feel like I want to have that done before I sew it to the purse, because then I can sew just along this edge instead of sewing on this edge, because that'll make the back pocket much smaller. So I think I'm going to do that. Stephanie and the boys are pulling up. Okay. So this is still, oh, see, that's what I was explaining, is you just got to do that the right way. This is still very thick, very thick. Can you see? It's making my foot stand up because it's so thick. We'll go. Oh, did I break it? Oh, no, I broke the thread. All right. Thought I broke my needle. I did not break my needle. Looky, Linda. I'm making a mess, Abigail. That's what I'm making. Husband? No. Bad husband. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Not bad husband. He's a good husband. Naughty husband. All right. And yes, if it's crooked, I wanted it to be. Okay. Well, let's rethread this. Because you know why? Because we don't make no mistakes around here. Why is she making a looky, Linda? Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Because Groupvater is getting in trouble with Grammy. That's why, Charlie. That's why. Because Groupvater is being naughty. So Grammy is telling him, you better stop. I kind of want to say something. I kind of want to say something that would be so funny, you know, but then it would probably not be fun. I mean, it would be funny, but maybe not in the heat of the moment. Charlie, if you ever want to knock it into trouble, I think the boys are here. If you ever want to knock it into trouble and you think you're going to get into trouble, when somebody goes, hey, you go, looky, Linda. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think we're at a point of letting the rest of this be a problem for another day, because I don't know what it's hitting. I don't know what it's catching on. Can't get the needle to go through all the way. And this is with 2 layers. I've got to do it on another one. I don't have to go through both of these though, so maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. It's just too thick. Just too thick. I'm literally twisting. Is this considered hand sewing? I'm twisting the the thing instead of using the foot pedal because it's the only way that I can get it to go. All right. Anyways, oh boy, oh boy. Yep. Okay. Well, on that note, I love you girls too very much. Very, very much. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And thank you for joining me on this attempt to finish our bag. I mean, all I have to do is finish one strap and then put the whole thing together and we're done. So we're almost there. We got one pocket attached. Now we just got to get the other pocket attached and sew on the handles and sew the bag together. And we're done. We are so close. So thank you so much for joining me. And thank you for giving me so much of your time today. Sorry it was so long. And I love you all. And I'll see you later.